What's going on, YouTube? How are my trolls and haters doing today, huh? How you doing, you little fuckers? Actually, you guys have been pretty calm lately. I haven't got too much shit on anything, but I haven't been posting very many videos lately. So, job description changes, traveling, Southern California mostly. So I don't know how many videos I'll be putting up for you guys. I still have 3 in the other camera that I haven't even edited yet, or not so much edited, but rendered and just even looked at them. This one and the last one I'm just filming off my Samsung Galaxy 8, whatever this fucking thing is. So nothing really new going on other than just traveling a lot. We just had Thanksgiving. We're at the end of November, I believe. Yeah. I had to take all of October off from the gym because I was trimming trees. I live on some acreage, and every year these trees just grow out of control. So I cut them back, and that takes about 3 weeks. And I would be back to the gym sooner. I was going to take like 3 or 4 days off, but I contracted food poisoning, and that put me down for an additional, I was in the hospital for 2 days, another 5 to 7 days after that. I couldn't leave the house because I had to have a toilet. You know how that is. So that was kind of a fucking shitty deal. And then November rolled around, started working again. I got in the gym a little bit. Then the holidays hit, kids out of school, and the gym I'm currently going to in Central California doesn't have daycare. But so I kind of just, rested, and I also use October, November, and December because what it is October I'm trimming trees, so I can't train. November I get back in the gym as much as I can, but then again, the holidays hit, the kids out of school, yada yada yada, bunch of junk food, pumpkin pie. This year we didn't cook this year. We had my daughter wanted to go to Legoland, so I took the family to Legoland. Got back the day before Thanksgiving. That's about a 6-hour drive from where I'm currently at. So we're pretty wiped out, and basically no one in the family wanted to cook. My sister didn't want to cook. No one wanted to cook, just I'm not to say. No one wanted to fucking cook. So went out to a restaurant, and so it wasn't that bad, but I did make 2 pumpkin pies because this is tradition, and my daughter likes them too. And of course, I pretty much ate them all myself. So, again, that holiday fucking sucks, but I did get back to the gym this week, and I'm sore as hell. My knees hurt, all my joints hurt, which is par for course. And then December's the same way. December the kids out of school. This year I'm going to be traveling mostly down to Southern California and working there. So I don't know. I'm opening a new facility. I don't know how much gym time I'm going to get in. But if this is a normal year, even if it's a normal year, I would go to the gym. If it was a normal year, December, I still go to the gym. I still train, but the calories just aren't really watched. I try to eat as clean as possible, but it's just hard to do in November, December. Again, pumpkin pies, sugar cookies, again in December. Just more lazy, And then the January, 5th, I guess it would be, is when I come back in strong. So from October, November, December, that 3 months, I don't take any of my TRT, however you want to say it, prescription medication, testosterone, Arimidex. I don't take it. I just go off. Why? A lot of people ask me that question. Why? Why do you do that? Tommy, why do you fucking go off? Again, I'm not training that hard. I'm missing a whole month. October sucks and December sucks. So I can train. Except for October, I can train, but it's not there. The fire's not there. The intensity's not there. And that's not just because I'm not on my testosterone. It's just because it's just not there. It's rainy. It's foggy. It's just shitty. You know what I mean? It's always been that way. So I use that time to clean out the testosterone, and I feel, again, there's no science to this, but I feel like my receptors just regenerate really well, and I feel like shit. Yes, my testosterone crashes down to basically 0 because I'm hypogonadism failure 2. I'll say that again because it's hard to say. Hypogonadism failure 2. That means I don't make testosterone. I haven't made testosterone probably since 40 to 42. Somewhere in there I stopped making it. Either way, I feel like it just cleans everything up. And when I hit it hard in January, and everybody else is fucking hitting hard too, I make really good gains, you know. And I don't really lose size. I mean, I'm not, oh, those titties. I'm not tiny, you know. It's just that things just get soft. The muscles get soft. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I lose size. My belly grows. You know, my face doesn't look as lean. You know, the body fat's higher. I just, I cry a little bit. I cry a little bit during sad movies. Seeing dead dogs on the side of the road. Even though I just saw the doctor. My testosterone was, you know, dead in the dirt. My estrogen was dead in the dirt. And I had to renew my prescription. And we'll look at that today. So this is prescription. We're going to go through a couple little things today. This bottle is actually empty. Okay, so YouTube, you can't get all fucking upset with me. This is an empty bottle, nothing in it. And it's, this is Watson Testosterone. For those of you that may have never seen it before, I don't know. Camera's not going to focus on it. Anyway, you get the point. It's got the paper on it from the pharmacy. This is from CVS. So, my prescription is 1 inject, half a mil twice a week. So, 200 milligrams a week. And that's my TRT. If I want to go over that, which I will next year, I would like to compete next year if I can. I will know more as we get closer to January if I'm going to be able to compete. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to again. Fuck! Because I really wanted to compete. I'm going to be 50 in a couple more years, and there's no point in competing at 50. It's kind of fucking like, you know, useless as tits on a nun, so why do it, you know? I look like shit. I look like shit. But it gives me a reason to kind of at least see my abs again, honestly. I haven't seen my abs since 2015 now, you know? Fuck, you know? I definitely don't want to weigh 280 pounds anymore. I want to stay at 250, but my body crawls back up 260, 270. This is also prescription. This is not empty. So hopefully I don't get a strike for this one. This is testosterone again. Cypionate, but this is from Upjohn. This is Upjohn. And I just, for some reason, got this weird bottle. I don't know why. What I usually get now is Westel. Now, why is that? There's an app on your phone called GoodRx. So if you guys have prescription for testosterone, you're going into CVS or wherever to get it, get the GoodRx app, and you'll see who has the cheapest testosterone cypionate in your city. Costco is usually $60 across the board, $60 with your prescription, and it's Westel. However, sometimes I've been getting it for $42 at Rite Aid. Again, Westel. It's like manufactured overseas in India or something and shipped into New York, and New York from there it's shipped out to everybody else. It's good testosterone, guys. It's fucking great. I like Watson and Upjohn better, yes, but Westel's the generic. Westel's the generic version. It works fine. It's awesome. It costs like $42. So if you guys are on a prescription, you know, look at that GoodRx app. You cannot beat that. So let's go over some strange stuff. This is a very, again, these boxes are empty, okay? YouTube, so calm down. This is Pakistani Oregon. You can see the Pakistani writing on it. And this was an ampule of decadurabolin. Some say duralabolin. I don't know why it's durabolin to me. This is a 100 milligram amp from the pharmacy. From Pakistan. It's empty box. Calm down. And these are great. Again, if you're going to compete, don't use that underground lab bullshit. Okay? That shit made in the fucking bathtub by fucking Lincoln. That piece of shit. Johnny fucking fitness faggot. His cockroach legs stirring the shit in his bathtub. Don't buy that crap. You know, find a source overseas. There's a really popular one in Spain. There's a really good one in Iran, Turkey. Speaking of Iran, let's go to Iran. My point is, guys, obviously, you know, Trenbolone, Macerone, certain stuff you're going to have to get from UG Lab. You know, I get that. Or brew it yourself. I totally get that. But most of these people are burning the trend. They're heating it up. They don't know what they're doing. So the trend is brown as fuck, or it's supposed to be light yellow, guys. It's not supposed to be brown, and that's oxidized. It's damaged. It's not. I don't even think it's any good anymore. I don't even get a trend cough off that stuff. So when you get the lighter trend, it means it wasn't overheated, and the chemist knew what he was doing. Most people are just overheating the shit because they're in a hurry. Anyway, let's look at a couple other things here. Again, from the pharmacy. This is an Aspen pharmaceutical from, I want to say this is from Iran or somewhere. This says Ireland, actually. So is Aspen a laboratory or is it a legitimate pharmaceutical company? I don't know. But this is really, really, really good Sustanon. Okay? This is really good stuff. If you like Sustanon. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's great to add to your Watson testosterone if you so to choose to. Or you can just come off the Watson testosterone or your TRT testosterone and switch it with a couple amps of this. A couple amps of this will give you a blood reading of around, I'm going to say, easily over 1,000 pound. 3 amps of this is going to put you into 1,500 and higher. Again, same with the Watson or the Westel testosterone. 1 cc a week is going to get me around 800. 2 cc's a week is going to get me at that 1,000 level. And 3 cc's and above, which is about as much as you need because it's good human grade testosterone. So if you're going to take 1 cc of this and add your UGL to it, that's fine. But still, I mean, 3 cc's, I'm looking at 1,500 bound and like 800 unbound, running around looking for a place. And I'm going to tell you something, guys, taking testosterone at 1,500 milligrams or at 2,000 milligrams, it really, I know you kids just like to do that, but there's no reason for it. You're converting so much into SBCA, to sex human globin, blah, blah, where the fuck it's called, DHT, estrogen. You're having to take all these auxiliary drugs to combat the side effects. Like, just don't deal with it, man. 750 milligrams of testosterone is more than enough. 600 milligrams of this shit. Well, this comes in 250. Most stuff comes in 250 except your cypionate. But my point is 750 mg, 600 milligrams of testosterone, not including all the rest of the shit you guys take, is more than enough. I mean, if you can't grow on that, then you probably should take up bowling. Now, I have shitty genetics. I'm a white guy. I have shitty-ass white guy genetics. I got a little cock. I got no balls. I stopped making testosterone in my 40s. But, I don't even need that much more. And I look okay, I mean, I've placed fourth 1 time or 2 times in my life. I mean, I'm not great. I'm nothing. I'm shit, But if you got really good genetics, you know what I'm talking about. You don't need that much. It's the guys with the really shitty genetics that just take way too fucking much and they don't do their blood work. And if they fucking would just do their blood work, they would see how much testosterone is being converted into estrogen, to DHT, and the sex human globulin, whatever the fuck it's called. So that's my rant on that. Another Sustanon product, I believe, this is Belco Pharma. I think this might be an underground lab. It's called Gonad 250. Is that right? Oh, I'm upside down. It says Gonad 250 on it. And again, this is by some company called Belco. Maybe someone could put in the comments whether or not this is just a UGL or this is an actual pharmaceutical product. I don't know where it came from. Again, it's an empty box. But it sure looks pretty. And I'm sure it was good. Contest drugs. Contest drugs was choice for me. Trem, Masteron, Anavar, Winstrol. Either testosterone propionate or testosterone suspension in oil or water, whatever I have at the time. Just to kind of tell you guys a little story. I remember the first time that I used testosterone suspension. I got it from Mike Marazzo. May he rest in peace. And I put on, it was a 30 cc bottle of Steris, testosterone suspension. And the instructions said 1 cc a week. No, 1 cc a day for 30 days. That's what it was. And I got to tell you something. If you guys ever use water-based, that stuff gets bad, like massive bacteria infections in it. And the last 2 weeks of that bottle was just painful, but I stuck through it. And man, I put on like 25 pounds. I mean, it was amazing because prior to that, we were getting the testosterone from Mexico. But Mike hooked me up with the bottle. I never bought another one. I just didn't feel comfortable. And I put on a lot of weight. I lost it all. I was strong. And I put on a lot of size. And I lost quite a bit of it. I probably, a lot of it was water. I don't remember. It's too long ago to really remember. But anyway, back to my point. Those are my contest drugs of choice. The testosterones vary. Here's the thing about me and propionate. Me and propionate do not get along. We don't get along. It's painful as fuck, okay? I don't know if these propionate amps are going to hurt or not. Okay, these are from the Ukraine. These are Ukrainian. Empty box, by the way. They are made by, can't say the name because it's not in my language. I'm going to have to pick a couple of these up and try them and see if they hurt, because I don't know if they hurt, honestly. The only propionate I've ever had in my life that did not hurt me, did not cause me a tremendous amount of inflammation and discomfort, was ampules from, I believe, Russia. Or it could have been Ukrainian. I can't remember. Again, I couldn't read the language on it. I couldn't tell the difference between Ukrainian or Russian anyway. The point is, they're the only amps I ever used that didn't hurt. Could they have been fake? Possibly. But I looked really good that competition using them, and they did not hurt. Any propionate I get from an underground lab, I don't care who it is, it hurts. Just me and short esters just don't get along. I can barely take trenbolone acetate, and I have to do it in small areas. Now, before I keep going, I'm going to give you guys a tip. Using water-based drugs. You know what? I'm going to say that let's just pretend this is a needle. We're going to pretend that this is a needle right here. So I'm going to tell you guys a tip right now. So pay fucking attention right now, okay? We're going to pretend this is a syringe, okay? And we're going to pretend that this is a bottle of sterile water or backwater or sodium chloride water, okay? We're going to pretend that this is a bottle of Winstrol water-based, okay? Some of the best Winstrol you can use, hands down. Now, Winstrol fucking hurts. Winstrol clogs needles. Winstrol's a fucking nightmare to deal with. Here's how I do it. I take the needle and I draw out my 1 cc, okay? That's what my dosing requires. Half a cc is better twice a day, by the way. So if you're doing 50 milligrams a day, you're better off doing 1 in the morning and 1 after you work out or something like that, instead of taking it all at once. So, again, pretend this is a needle. I would draw out half a cc to 1 cc, whatever the hell is my dosage is, okay? So let's just say for the sake of argument, it's 1 cc, 1 milliliter, 50 milligrams of Winstrol, okay? Then I would take the needle and draw out almost to the 3 cc mark of water, okay? Sterile water. Sterile water is cheap as fuck. You can also use backwater, Bacillus water, or you can use sodium chloride, Bacillus water as well. It doesn't matter. Those are just more expensive. The point is, once the water is in here, leave some space. Don't go the whole 3 cc line so you can shake it. Okay? Change your needle tip to whatever you're going to do. Don't do anything smaller than what you injected with, but shake it. And what that does is it's going to spread the drug it's going to thin it up in the needle. Okay, instead of trying to inject that white glob into your muscle, it's going to clog the needle. This is a surefire way that it won't clog. So shake it up. You don't have to heat it up. Just shake it up real good. Okay, and again, we're pretending that this is the needle. Okay, don't tilt it down. Don't tilt it up. Keep it straight and go into. You're going to tilt it a little bit, but don't tilt it like crazy. Just get into your muscle, whether it's your deltoid or have someone do it for you, it's even better, or your glute, whatever you're going to do. Try to keep the needle straight. That way the drug doesn't rush down, the weight, the gravity doesn't pull it down and the needle plug it. Because you've got it all shook up and dispersed nicely, put it in, push your plunger in at a nice speed. Don't stop because it'll clog. If it clogs, back it up. You may have to back it up. Put more water in it, shake it. But either way, it usually will go in nice and smooth and easily because you've added that extra volume of water to it. Okay, that's just a little trick for you guys. It's worked for me every time. And everyone I've taught it to has used it. Some guys load the drug, then they load in water, and then they load in vitamin B12. I've seen a lot of guys do that. Same thing, they shake the snot out of it, like I taught them, and they put it in nice and straight into their, and push the plunger down, and it goes in nice and smooth and straight, not at an angle. Because when you go to an angle, the drug rushes down to the needle as they're pushing it, and it clogs it. That's the same for water-based testosterone, anything water-based, which is usually Winstrol and test suspension. Anyway, that's a tip for you. Now, here's where we get into some of the problems with pharmaceutical drugs. This is testosterone enanthate, okay? Testosterone enanthate, see all the gibberish writing on the back? It's from Iran. Probably the same shit that big Ramis using all over the place. It looks legit. It's manufactured in something I can't say. Abrahabahan? I can't say. I'm not going to fucking try. 10 amps came in this box. Here's the problem, though. Same testosterone. Purple box, blue box. What the fuck? Is one of these fake and one real? Did the manufacturer, for some reason, just decide to fucking arbitrarily change the box colors? The lot numbers are different. The expiration dates are 1 year different. One's 2022 and one's 2023. Yeah, all the numbers are different. The lot numbers are different. Everything's different. But it's weird because they're both from the same pharmacy. They're both from the same pharmacy in Iran, and yet they're two different colored boxes. This is the shit that fucking pisses me off. Stay consistent so we can know what's fake and what's real, you fucking assholes. Anyway, these boxes are empty. The person that let me borrow these boxes loves this shit. Phenomenal gains. They can only take half a cc every couple of days. That's all they need. And they take more than that, they start breaking out. This is really, really good testosterone. Again, I don't know if one's fake or one's real. He said they both work. But the problem is you can't say they both work because maybe this one works and this one don't. But you can't tell because they're overlapping. You know, this drug is still in the system while you're shooting these. So as this one's coming down, this one's going in. Is this one doing anything? I don't know. But either way, I would definitely, again, if you're going to be competing, I'm talking about competing, not going to the gym and just looking good for Instagram and going to the beach. If you're going to compete and you care about your health, you know, go with these pharmaceutical companies. Again, I'm listen to what I'm saying here. You know, from the pharmacy prescription. From Iran, I believe, or Spain. I don't remember. From Ukrainian. Pakistan. Legit pharmacies where the shit is not illegal. It's legit. It's legal there. There's no reason to fake it. There is fake Oregon out there. I've actually ran into fake Nylsustanon before. Oops, sorry about that. I ran into fake Nylsustanon before. It's not that common, you know, as it was a few years ago because it just not. I don't know why. But again, you do see this weird shit like this where you have a purple box and a blue box in the same company. It's probably the company just changed their boxing. But without blood work, who knows? My point is, though, you know, taking that shit that fucking Johnny sells, that Cockroach Labs, guys, you don't know how much heavy metal's in it. You don't know how much impurities in it. You don't even know if it's underdosed or overdosed. Well, we know if it's overdosed because it'll crystallize. So it's probably not overdosed, but you don't know. I mean, these guys don't know what's coming from overseas. They get the raws from China, they put it together, but they don't know what if it's 89% pure, 69% pure. This shit right here, this pharmaceutical shit, especially this shit in America, 100% pure, 99.9. You're not gonna have a problem. You don't need that much. You hear all these guys talking from the 90s, you know, bodybuilders, you know, the Kevin Leverones, the whoever, you know, you name the guy, and they'll tell you they didn't take that much. You know, they worked their fucking asses off. They worked harder than they do today. I can attest to that because I'm from that time. They worked a lot harder. This was third. This was third. Training was number one. Okay, well, actually, sleep was number one. Rest. Taking a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day and getting 8 hours sleep was number one. Number two was the training. Okay? Number 3 was getting in the food every single day, never missing a meal, never missing a meal. Even if you weren't hungry, you fucking ate it or drank it. This was last, and they did not need much of it because they had everything else in check. Today, this seems to be first. I see these guys getting, 5 hours of sleep or less, and complaining not making any gains, taking all these drugs and adding more drugs, and who knows if the drugs are even real, because a lot of stuff's being faked or it's underdosed, or it's just they don't know. None of us fucking knows. And they train fucking half-ass. I do lots of drop sets. Well, big fucking deal, drop sets from fucking, are you drop setting from 405? No? Then what are you fucking doing? Or I see guys doing just fucking half rep shit, I call that the HA reps. That works for a lot of people, but it doesn't work for everybody. Very few people it works for. Training and nutrition is number 1. Well, number 2 and 3. Sleep is the number 1. That's always been my problem too. Speaking of sleep, look what I found over here, my little pile of goodies. Okay. Will I get in trouble for this, YouTube? Well, it's an empty box, so fuck it. Injectable Valium. Ooh, from Rocha, how you say it. There used to be 5 amps in this box. Each one was 2 milligrams. And I believe each amp was 10 mgs. Yes. So instead of having a 10 milligram pill you put in your mouth, this is a shot that's 10 milligrams. Oh, this shit's fucking funny, man. So speaking of sleep, this stuff will knock you on your fucking ass. You can shoot it intramuscular, sub-Q, or in your vein. Intramuscular works fine. And again, great for sleep. But if you're on a CPAP machine, I don't recommend it. Matter of fact, if you're on a CPAP machine, I don't recommend anything in the benzo family. Just stay away from it. You don't want to have a heart attack in your sleep or your heart stop. Anyway, I just thought I'd kind of walk down memory lane with some of these new things and some of these really old things, and kind of tell you what I like for pre-contest and what I like to do if I'm going to compete. If I'm going to compete in the off season, I would run the testosterone, whether it's the ampules or my TRT plus a little extra. Not a fan of EQ, so Decadurabolin for sure for the joints. Just 100 milligrams, no more than that for me, just for my joints. And I'd probably cycle in Anadrol, just pre-workout, 3 days a week. And I would probably, after about 6 weeks of that, 8 weeks of that, I'd probably take it out. Maybe if my blood work looks okay, then go to D-ball, same way, just 50 milligrams max of that as well, pre-workout on my large body part days. And that's it. I mean, if you can't grow off that combination, a lot of you guys would probably run the Deca higher than I would, but Deca makes me really puffy and really watery, so I just choose to not go that route. Just 100 mgs a week is enough for my joints. It makes me feel better, especially if it's real Deca. If it's UG, you might have to go with maybe a little bit more because it's not as potent. Again, I don't know. We don't know what's in that shit. We got these cool test kits that let us test the stuff, but they didn't tell us how much is in it. And so yeah, if I was going to do an off-season cycle just to put on some more weight, I would actually just increase my food. Keep the sleeping the same. The training wouldn't really change that much. As I got stronger and heavier, I'd push heavier. As my body weight, as my joints felt better from the drugs, then I would push harder, of course. But that's it. And again, since I'm on TRT, I don't come off until the end of the year. So that's why I go off. I don't even PCT because my testosterone is gone. That's just me, though. Don't do what I do. And then if I don't compete next year, which looks like I'm not going to be able to, then I will just do my prescription testosterone, and I'll just do this simple 0.5 ml Monday and Wednesday, and the following week on a Thursday and a Tuesday and a Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. And I'll still, I'll fill up because the testosterone's back. My numbers are up. My numbers will be, like I said, about 800 to 900, just under 1,000. My numbers will be up. I'll feel good. My strength will be back up. I add a little deca for the joints, and that's it. If I'm not going to compete. If I'm going to compete, I'll try to grow a little bit. Then I'll add in, like I said, the other 2 orals, in and out. Maybe growth hormone and insulin, but that's a whole other video to talk about. Anyway, that's it for you guys today. I just want to put something out because I'm not going to be able to put anything out again for a while due to my job and work and all that. I'll try to do some videos from the road and from the hotel room, and I will try. I got a lot of questions to answer for you guys, so I will get to that. For now, take care, peace out, and trolls, stay trolling.